What's up everyone? In this video, I'm going to be explaining how to use edgeful's volume report type and the reports, just some of them, in the volume report type. So I did make a video on the price action report type and the indicator report type, so make sure to check those out. This will just kind of be a walkthrough of how to use edgeful very, very quick and easy, and how you can use it to become a profitable trader. So quick walkthrough, top to bottom, very, very quickly, because I covered it in the price action report type, which I recommend you watch first. This is the asset selector. So here we have stocks. You can quickly switch to forex. You can quickly switch to futures just by one click. So for the sake of the explanation, I'm just going to stick to stocks here. But one thing that I do want to say about forex and futures is that the session selector is very, very important. So when you select that New York session, this 9:30 to 4, it filters all of the data only for that New York session. So I'm actually going to show this to you right on the chart here. So I'm just going to click on indicators. And by the way, these are all of our custom indicators. I'm going to click on the market sessions indicator from edgeful. And then I'm just going to, let me just switch to the ES here, micro ES. And then I'm going to go to the 15-minute time frame, or I'll go to the 1 hour, it's probably better. So now you can see what this indicator does, total side note, but this outlines each of the sessions in futures and forex. And this applies to futures and forex, so just whether you're a futures or forex trader, please keep this in mind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the Tokyo and London session. I'm going to show you the New York, and all these times are customizable. So here you can see these blue boxes. When you have the New York session selected here, you are only looking at the data between these blue boxes. You are not looking at the data here between them. So you're not looking at that Asia session, you're not looking at the London session either. It's just something to keep in mind, that we are looking always from one session to the next, from New York to New York. If you want to look at the entire day, you need to switch to the daily session right here, which would represent pretty much the entire daily chart, or without any sessions here. So it would just represent everything. So just something to keep in mind when you're using edgeful. Very, very important. So just following that, this is the nav bar. This is how you're going to navigate the entire site. This is where you select your report type. This is where you select your reports. This is where you select the ticker, the stock, ETF, forex pair, futures contract, doesn't matter. Depends what thing you're in here. And then finally, the date selector. So these are all just templated trailing periods. So the trailing 2 years, the trailing 1 year, etc. And then you can actually select custom timeframes down here, your start and end times. So how do you use edgeful to become a profitable trader? Well, I'll start by saying this volume and range report is very important. Whether you trade options, whether you trade stocks, whether you trade shares, whether you trade futures or forex, it doesn't matter. This is very, very important. What this report shows you is the average volume and the average range by weekday. So these blue bars here are the average volume, and this white line is the average range. So what does that mean? Mondays, you can see they have the lowest volume and range of any weekday, which means choppy price action, not a lot of continuation, a lot of fake outs, and the lowest range of the week means literally the least amount of meat on the bone. So the opportunity is the smallest on Mondays. You go later into the week, you see volume and range picking up. And what this means is with more volume comes more continuation, easier to read price action, not a lot of choppy movements, a lot of continuation, and the increased range literally means more meat on the bone, so more opportunity. So the way that you use this in your trading, this isn't a buy or sell signal. You don't have profit targets here, but what this shows you is what is the environment of the day that I'm trading. So Mondays typically have choppy price action with a very small range. These are days where you can either sit on the sidelines and wait for the rest of the week to unfold, or these are days where you bat for singles and doubles. These are days where you take what you can get and you don't stretch your profit targets too far out. You don't go for home runs on these days because they don't tend to occur. Later in the week, however, These are the days where you can stretch your profit targets a little bit more. These are the days where the actual home runs occur. And these are the days where maybe you want to use more size or whatever it is. You want to hold on to some runners. This is the day to do it. Not on the days with low volume and range. So just to kind of summarize, this report here will show you instantly the personality of any stock, forex pair, futures contract. Instantly show you which days have opportunity and which days don't. So therefore, which days to focus on and which days to avoid. So that's how you can use this one here. Another one that I want to show you is the market open volume indicator. So this report will show you the relationship between the volume in the first 15 minutes of the day and the volume for the rest of the day. So this report gives you an idea within the first 15 minutes how the volume for the rest of the day is going to be. So you can see that there's a pretty strong correlation. There's a 0.5 correlation between these two things here. So this is the volume in the first 15 minutes, the average volume over the last year, and this is the average volume for the rest of the day. So because the correlation is pretty strong, what this means is if the first 15 minutes has 6 million shares traded, which is obviously much higher than the average, you can expect with relatively strong certainty, because the correlation is strong, that the rest of the day is going to have higher than average volume. Let's say today had 2 million shares traded, way lower than the average. Now, again, because the relationship is very strong, or moderately strong, the rest of the day will also have lower than average volume. So looking at the first 15 minutes can give you a very strong understanding of the rest of the day. So out of the reports here, these are the only two that I'm going to show you, and then you can obviously go in and look for yourself. And then just keep in mind, we always have these videos. So report specific videos will always be down here. The other thing that I want to say is that we have TradingView indicators. So all you have to do is request access right here. And then you'll just have to send us your username, which you can find by just clicking that profile button, and then it'll be right here. So in my case, it's edgeful. But yeah, just send over your TradingView username, and then that will be it. I hope you find this helpful. If you ever have any questions, please make sure to reach out to our support. We'll make sure to get all your questions answered. If you have any report requests, please let us know. We'll build them out for free for now. And yeah, I mean, all these volume reports apply to forex and futures as well. So whether you trade options, shares, forex, or futures contracts, it doesn't matter. You can use this to become a profitable trader. So thanks for watching.